So although CS Matiang'i appeared to the Parliamentary Committee or Commission on Administration and National Security to answer questions regarding the much discussed changes in the security of DP William Ruto, his presentation in terms of listing of the various properties that are owned by DP William Ruto that are actually being protected by government provided security in itself did expose DP William Ruto to potential examination and interrogation by the EACC regarding corruption. So generally speaking, corruption would be, in this case, in terms of misuse of public resources. So the fact that, for example, private property, and in this case, hotels, for example, owned by the DP, and also his ranches that are owned by him, being guarded or provided security by government, leads to this commingling of the public and private, and therefore becomes problematic in terms of what it means to have fiduciary over public resources, in this case, protecting public resources and deploying them so that they can benefit most Kenyans rather than being taken to benefit individuals. So at this point, the entry point in the investigation might be how it comes to be that private property is guarded by government resources or government security, and it might, as we know, how investigations normally snowball to lead to other questions being raised, which might include the process through which one individual could, within such a short span, being a civil servant, actually amass that kind of wealth or that much wealth. And we also know that given the background in terms of the DP having been implicated in some corruption investigation in previous time, this might also open up the spaces for other people to question also what else has been brought onto the table in terms of investigating the ownership of different properties, besides the use in terms of use of or deployment of public resources, and the starting point being the protection that his personal property is actually accorded, rather than just him as an individual in the different spaces he might be at any one point in time. So I see it as a potential for corruption investigation on the part of into the DP by the EACC, who might be looking at what evidence that CS Matiang'i is putting on the table. And in this case, the presentation of the listing of the properties that were submitted to the Parliamentary Committee on Administration and National Security.